Hello, my gorgeous ones. This is Dr. V. Welcome to a new reading. Wherever you are in the world right now, I hope and pray that you are safe, you are healthy, and you're taking great care of yourselves. Before we start today's reading, I wanted to thank you all for the outpouring of love, messages, and comments that you guys have sent. You have been so fantastic. I am so truly blessed. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your prayers, your healing energy, your amazing suggestions on, what I've been going through lately with all of my body aches. And I also see from your comments that many of us are actually going through the same thing. Many of us are having a lot of pain in our bodies, and I find that to be really interesting. So I do think that this is an indication for all of us to take better care of ourselves, not to force anything on ourselves right now. Be very gentle. If you need to sleep more, it's okay. If you need to be lazy more, it's okay. If you need to just kind of take any kind of time, just give it to yourself. I think that that's what we all need, and we can all get together and truly pray and meditate for the collective, right? That all of us in this collective can feel very healthy, happy. We can speak to our bodies. One of you had mentioned that, and I've been doing that, speaking to your body and saying, okay, dear body, I'm dropping all resistance right now. There's absolutely no need for you to be in pain, right? I don't have any complaints. I have no resistance. I'm okay with exactly where we are. And I'm dropping all my resistance so you can take away the pain. We don't need that anymore. And I do feel that that is helping. So I'm just sharing that for all of you who are also going through chronic pain issues right now. So again, thank you so much. If I can't respond to your comment, just know that I have read all of them and they mean the world to me. So today we're going to do a reading, as usual, that goes deep into the energies of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. As always, I have pre-shuffled all of my decks that I'm using, as well as I'll be using the 3 decks that I've created for all of you who are on this journey. Remember, we do utilize all kinds of different terms, but they're all just energies. So be gentle with yourself and just utilize what works for you, what resonates for you, and leave the rest. So Spirit, can you please tell us what is in the collective right now? What is the overall energy of the divine masculine? Where is the masculine? Wow, this is good. Where is the divine masculine in his overall journey? For the masculines in our collective, where are they in their energy right now and in their journey right now? Where is the divine masculine? So I'm also going to ask the question, based on what we're seeing here, Spirit, what is the masculine's spiritual message? What does the masculine's guides want him to work on at this time? Okay, so this is the message, the spiritual lesson for the divine masculine. Let's start there. So Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. So this is really wonderful because I feel that it is very much in alignment with what is going on with the masculine's current energy. And so look at this. Integrity. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. So what I feel from this, my beautiful, gorgeous things who are watching this video, what I'm feeling from this is that what the masculines in this collective are working on right now is this need for wholeness. Because see, integrity has two meanings. One is honesty, right? Being honest with himself, being honest with where he's at in his life, and being honest with you, feminine, but also about himself and where he is with his own identity. And integrity is also about taking those fragmented parts of your own identity, of your own self, and being whole again. And I do feel that energy coming through very strongly from the masculine. I feel that the masculine has been struggling with feeling like he has been fragmented in some way, that he has somehow lost some sort of ability to understand himself. See, and that's why I feel like he's getting this higher learning card, that he has learned a lot so far, but there is still more introspection to be done. That maybe what has been getting in his way is that a lot of the actions that he has taken in the past have added up to things that weren't right for him, but he wasn't looking deeply enough to see why they didn't add up. And that's part of the integrity. And I think when things didn't add up for the masculine, when things didn't go his way, he kind of looked at it from a superficial perspective. He didn't actually go deep enough to see where those fragments are. And what that did to him was really make him question his own self, question his own identity. It made him feel that he was kind of going off in different tangents. And what it was doing was it was taking him away from his real path, which was this 10 of Cups. See? Look at this. So this path that he wanted to this emotional fulfillment, to kind of really having the full picture with his feminine. And I love this image right here. It's so beautiful because I feel like it is exactly conveying the image that the masculine had in mind, that he wants to be with his feminine. I love this, sitting in front of that beautiful warm fireplace, possibly in quarantine, right? Practicing the social distance, but not from each other. That this is a moment, this is an opportunity for the two of you to truly come together, to have that peaceful alone time that you've always wanted. And so I feel like this is very deeply ingrained within his desires, within the desires of the masculine. And I feel like the fact that he stumbled on this path somewhere, where the path became the path to you, feminine, and to this vision became hidden to him because he kind of lost himself along the way. Certain things that happened, right? He found himself in the ghost lands. And I feel like this is so relevant right now, because what the ghost lands really represent for the masculine is him getting lost in the past and in the future, and not really being able to understand what is going on in his present moment, so that he can actually take actions that make a difference, that he can communicate with you through action that can actually change the course of your destiny, right? So this is really important. I think one of the main spiritual lessons that the masculine is working with right now is trying to get his head and heart out of the past, so that he's not dwelling on any kind of bad memories or negative situations or resistance that he had that made him kind of put up the walls around himself, that maybe made him keep himself distant from his feminine. And the other aspect is also that he tends to be a little bit too much in his mind when it comes to worrying about the future. And that's why it is a ghost land, right? Because the past is already gone. The future has not even been written yet, but I feel like the masculine is really worrying about your future together. He's worried that, and I feel like for those of you, there's a special message here for those of you who are in separation with little or no contact, that he's afraid that if he were to reach out to you through this communication, through taking action, what if it does something to hinder your future together? So I feel like there's a lot of worry-wart behavior here. There's a lot of worrying, a lot of, either living in the past or jumping to futures that may not exist yet, because it has to do with his fear and worry about how things will go. And so what he really needs right now is temperance, and he really does need this release card. It's a beautiful energy coming together here, is that he needs to overcome the anxiety that he is feeling about what happened in the past with his feminine, as well as what could be happening in the future. So he needs to loosen his hold. He needs to relax and unwind and release fear, anxiety, and doubt. And that is why the Temperance card is coming up for him, which is a really powerful spiritual lesson, as well as spiritual guidance and protection. So the angels are definitely with him. This is very good. His guides are definitely with him. They're saying, look, if you want to get out of this, get out of your head and get out of this endless cycle of, maybe kicking yourself about the past and then worrying about the future when it comes to your feminine, then you need to continue to need to continue to work on getting out of that ghost land and really working on your integrity, like being whole again, coming back into focusing on the current moment, living in the present, finding wholeness in the beauty of this connection, and knowing that you can have this vision again. Isn't that so beautiful? I just love it. I love it. So as always, let me remind you that this is a general reading, so maybe not everything will resonate for your situation. So I do know this, right? That your situation is very unique. It's very special. What you may be going through is definitely part of your personal journey. And so if you'd like to have guidance from Spirit on that, that's what a personal reading would be for. And so if that resonates for you, the link to that is in the box below. So let's take a quick pause here so I can give you your affirmation of the day, which is really wonderful because it's, again, all about empowering ourselves, knowing that sometimes, yes, the world works in ways that are outside of our control, but we can't dwell on that, right? That we should only focus on what is it that you can control at this time in your life? What is it that's truly in your hands to nurture and work on? And so I want you to put this in your vibration and write it in the comment box below. I create my destiny. Because you really are the creator of your own destiny and your own experience, regardless of what are the forces of what is going on in the world. So I create my destiny, and empower yourself today by writing that in the box below, and then making a list of the things that you can control in your life and get started working towards those things. All right. So now let's get into what is going on in the overall energy of the Divine Feminine. So can you please tell us, Spirit, what is going on in the overall energy of the Divine Feminine? Where is the feminine on her journey at this time? Interesting. Where are you, Divine Feminine, on your journey? Where is the Divine Feminine on her journey at this time? And Spirit, can you tell us what message does the Divine Feminine's guides have for her? What do her divine guides want her to work on? All right, so look at this. Archangel Michael, trusting heaven, you are safe Angels, stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. So beautiful message from your guides, feminine, from spirit, telling you that you are protected. And I feel like this is a very powerful message that you really do need to hear at this time, because look at this. You've also got the balancing act card. Now, the thing with this is, with you feminines in the collective, I do feel that one of the main issues here is that you have been feeling overwhelmed. You've been in a state of overwhelm. There are things that you have truly needed to balance in your energies. Some of you may even have been feeling out of balance in many ways, both physically, maybe emotionally, and maybe spiritually as well. I also sense that there's a bit of fear that has also got kind of taken root in your energy and in your body at this time. And I feel like some of it is very unconscious. It's like consciously you may feel like, I'm great, I'm doing fine. But there is some sort of a subconscious fear of the future, fear of where things are going to land. And then this idea that, I have so many things on my plate right now that I need to balance. How am I going to make sure that they're all a success? And so I feel like this is what your spirit guides are telling you, feminine. Let it be. It is okay. Surrender. Surrender the fear, surrender the overwhelm, and let yourself take a rest, because I feel like, there's some aspect of you that has been deceiving yourself, in the sense that you have been kind of giving forth like this tough girl attitude, like yeah, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm fine, I can take care of this, I'm fine, you know what, I don't need help, I can handle this on my own, I'm good, I don't have any issues going on here. But I feel like some of it is, trying to be like this fake it till you make it kind of attitude. And I feel like you don't need to do that. If you need help, if you need support, it is okay to ask for it. If you're feeling vulnerable, if you're feeling anxious or scared about the future, it is okay to share that with the people that you love and trust. You don't want to be in a position where you keep repressing whatever it is, because as we all know, because I'm going through this as well, the more you do that, the more it will manifest in those physical aches and pains that I think many of us are going through right now, right? So let's together decide that we are not going to repress any kind of fear or anxiety that we have about what may be coming in the future, and give ourselves a rest. Be gentle, take a bath, do more meditation, practice any kind of self-care that you feel is deeply joyous to you, that really relaxes you in the deepest way, because we don't want to continue to repress any of this energy. So that's one aspect of what's going on with you, feminine. The other aspect, what I'm seeing here, has very much to do with your emotional energy and your feelings for the divine masculine. So one of the things that I think is really important to you at this time is loyalty. I think you feel that for this connection that you have with your masculine, you really want to have a mutual loyalty. You really need to feel that you have each other's back no matter what. See, your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. So you definitely feel, feminine, that you are a very loyal person, and that you feel that it is only fair that you get this loyalty in return. So there's something in some of you that is feeling that your masculine somehow has not been loyal to you. You are not feeling the same kind of dedication, attention, and loyalty from your masculine as you feel that you give out to him. And all of these cards demonstrate this. Look at this. You have the Seven of Swords in reverse. And as we know, in its upright form, this is all about disloyalty, right? Secrecy, hiding things. It is also the deception card. So isn't it ironic that we got this twice, but yet this one is in the reverse. So I do feel that there's something here where it's like you are tired of whatever has been pushed below the surface, feminine. You know that there are certain secrets that are being kept from you. You know that your masculine isn't being fully honest. There are things that he's not sharing with you at this time. And so that is also, I think, contributing to your level of overwhelm. And so you're trying to balance this out, right? You're feeling some sense of anxiety over this lack of loyalty. Now, again, I'm not saying that he is cheating. It doesn't have to be third-party situations. It can be anything. It can be any aspect of life, although it can also be third-party situations. I know you're all in different kinds of situations and journeys here. So I feel like the basic foundational issue here, though, is regardless of what the secret is, you are tired of that. You feel that your masculine can show you his loyalty by being upfront and honest with you. And I'm glad that this came up, because I feel like part of what he is, that he's feeling this at the energetic level for sure, because see, he's looking to be whole again. He's looking to have integrity again. And he knows that you need this, that you need his integrity and his loyalty. Otherwise, you are going to close your heart off to him. He's understood this, and that's why he's also working on this, because there's something here where it has blocked, that integrity has been blocked, as in he is holding back. Right? He is holding back. And so now you're looking for him to stop holding back. And that's why you got this in the reverse. You're ready. You want your masculine to truly step into this King of Cups energy. You want him to fully open up his heart to you and let you know what the heck is going on, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Just let me know. I want to know. That is what your energy is. You don't want to deal with this shitty energy of the Seven of Swords anymore. You're done with this. You're done. So you need him to show you your loyalty. You need him to be completely emotionally open to you, whatever that may look like. It's time for him to open up, because look, you know that you have this strong connection. You know that you both want to feel the flow and the revel and the savoring nature of this romance again. But you know what? You also need justice, as in he needs to be fair to you. You feel that he has been unfair in many ways, and you are very, very valid in that point, feminine. So I think your masculine needs to know that you are seeking this justice, and that by coming into integrity with himself, he can give you this justice. He can really open up his heart and be truly honest with his feelings, so that you both can come back into this flow state, because this is exactly what I think you're both looking for. This balancing act is also about coming out of, anxiety and doubt, and coming back into this beautiful, loving flow that you both used to have, and that you absolutely can have again. And so this is really very positive potential here. And I love this fact that, see, a journey, either physical or mental. So I do feel that both of you are definitely on this journey. And I love the fact that you got these energies, right? That this is a mental journey. It's an emotional journey. It's a mental journey. You are on this. That if he can find his integrity again, he can show you this loyalty, and you can show that to each other, then you can definitely make the journey back into union. And for those of you who are together but are experiencing hiccups, you're experiencing kind of roller coaster moments, up and down moments, then you can use this carriage, this metaphor of this carriage, this symbolic journey of coming back into flow together, so that you are more stable in your relationship. So the ups and downs, the hiccups are ending, so that you can, again, both of you can be in that flow state. So I think this applies to all of you, regardless of what situation you are currently in. Wow. So then, Spirit, can you please tell us if the masculine could convey a message to his feminine, what would that message be? Wow, you're so beautiful to me, and I'm still trying to find a place for myself in the world. Okay, so again, I feel like this has everything to do with the exact same process that we saw the masculine going through in the beginning of this reading. It's totally in alignment, right? That he feels that he has fragmented himself in terms of the results that he's been getting in the world and with you, his feminine. Right? That's what that ghost lands is all about. That's what being stuck in that ghost land is all about. So he is definitely looking to find that place. But it's good that he's focused on it, because when you focus on it, when you're trying to find the solution, that's when things start to move. That's when you start getting the momentum. So that's lovely. So then, Spirit, please tell us if the feminine could speak to the masculine from her deepest heart, what would her messages be? Wow. Oh, this is so interesting. Look at this. I don't know if I can live up to your image of me, and you brought out the best in me. I came alive in your presence. So see, I feel this is very telling right here, feminines. I feel like many of you totally see this from your masculine. It's like the masculine has put you on some sort of a pedestal where he feels that the way that you have shown your love, your understanding, your loyalty, it's like he has built up this image of you that's almost like a superwoman, and I think you feel a little bit of the burden of that is that, come on, I'm human too. I have emotions too. I'm not a superhuman that I can just take everything that is going on here. At some point, you are going to have to figure this out and show me what you're truly made of. And I can't just be some perfect superwoman all the time who's just going to be able to take it, who's going to be able to deal with all the shit that you throw my way. And this is good. This is good for you to convey that, look, I'm not a superwoman. I have feelings too. And I can't take these up and downs. You're going to have to get your crap together. I like this. But I do like also that the fact that you are also acknowledging to him that when that connection is truly in flow, that he really does bring out the best in you, that you come alive with each other and you definitely feel that flow. And that's really important too. So, wow, lovely. Okay, so then, Spirit, can you tell us what are the next steps? What are the next steps that the masculine and feminine can take towards a successful connection here? Wow. What are the next steps that the masculine and feminine can take towards making this connection go back into that flow state? Lovely. Oh, look at this. I love it. All right, so look at this. So I think what they're saying is, I think you both need to decide, commitment. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. So I think that I see here, there's some really, really wonderful things going on here. Look at this. 9 of coins, 3 of cups, and the sun's and the sun's energy. So I do feel that a great step for the both of you moving forward is understanding what the commitment is, like really being able to define that. Have the conversation. Again, back to that good, bad, and ugly. Be truthful. Get out of that deception, those 7 of swords energies, and really open up the conversation to exploring what commitment really means to each of you. Like, how does he see commitment? How do you see commitment? How do you want it to play itself out? What is going to satisfy each of you is what we are after here. Because the thing is, look at this. This is wonderful. Each of you is truly, really very, very positive towards each other. The sun's energy is really about that, the fact that no matter what happens, even though when you go through those darker nights of the soul moments with each other, you really come out back into that sun with each other. You somehow find yourself, you find your way back to one another, and you're able to bring the beauty of this blooming with you, is that you both have the same desire. You want this commitment to grow. You want this connection to grow. You want it to come into full bloom. You want to nurture it into a beautiful flowing energy of a permanent commitment, of a permanent direction that you're both going in together. So this is lovely. And what's going to help is to not chase it. I think for both of you, I think what happens is when you both kind of get a death hold on it, when you both chase it too hard, it kind of eludes you. And so I think what Spirit is saying here is that as you kind of release the heavy expectations and you let the energy flow, you let the communication open up so that you are very actively and truthfully speaking from the heart without chasing a particular way that, it has to be A, B, and C, or else I don't want it, right? Where you are sharing what you truly want without grasping it too tight, while being open-minded to how it can develop and not chasing your own definition of it by closing off every other option. That is when everything is going to flow. I think where everything is going to flow for both of you, where this energy of Nine of Coins is very much about, right? You both getting to a point where you feel very independently great about each other, about yourselves, and great about the commitment. It's like only when you reach that moment of like, I feel great in who I am and I want to share that with you. I feel that I have done everything that I can to build this empire for myself, this little world for myself that I feel really good in. I am willing to open up now to sharing that. And this is the same with this Three of Cups energy. I'm feeling that it's about sharing with everybody, sharing with your friends, your family, each other, the community, that you feel so good in who you are. You feel so good in celebrating all of it that you can come together in celebrating your commitment as well. I feel like this is where the two of you are headed, that you want to be great with where you are individually. You want to be great with where you two are together. Now you've come together in this commitment, and now you're going to take that individual satisfaction, take that mutual commitment and satisfaction, and eventually share it with everybody. And I love this. Isn't that amazing energy? It's like the 1, 2, 3. This is the 1, this is the 2, and this is the 3. As in you yourself loving yourself, you yourself loving each other, committing to each other, and then taking that commitment to the world, to the community, to your families. I love this. This is your next 3 steps, 1, 2, and 3. Love it. But I think it's going to really focus on having those open conversations. No more secrets, no more lies, no more secrets, no more hiding. Come out into the open so that you can have it all. Wow. Oh, I love this. So please make sure that you write your affirmation, right? I create my destiny in the box below. Make sure you also leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. And of course, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, the link to that is in the box below, as well as the link to all of these oracle decks that I have created, especially for all of you who are on this journey to love. So you know how much I love you, you know how much I believe in you, and I will see you all on the next video.